talk about some popular 2024 fashion trends we're seeing now and also further into the year. Which ones am I interested in, willing to spend my money on, and which ones I simply refuse to be a part of. This video also includes a little partnership with REVOLVE and one of the trends that I wish to participate in. Guys, if you are new here, my name is Cassie and I'm a self-diagnosed luxury addict. I put out videos on Mondays, Wednesdays and Fridays, so if you like luxury fashion, then you're probably gonna love it here. So head down there, subscribe, turn on the bell, become a member of our luxury addicted family. When are we going to rehab? Never. Okay, I want to start off with a trend that, I mean, when it comes to spring summer, it's always in style, but I think that we've seen it a lot this year and I'm happy about it, and that is safari. I love dressing like I should be on the back of a Jeep, doors off, binoculars in hand, looking for the big five. That is my vibe in the summer. And I think it's also an easy trend to incorporate and execute. And I love the tailoring of it because all of a sudden it takes something that is comfy and casual and makes it feel a little bit smart, a little bit elevated. Listen, I don't need any convincing to be a part of the safari trend. YSL's Saint Laurent's whole collection pretty much for this spring summer was all safari focused. We are talking utility, we're talking pockets, we're talking little jumpsuits, the use of khaki, browns, earthy tones. Safari is basically great tailoring meets functionality, and that I can get behind. This part of the video is very kindly sponsored by REVOLVE, where I got this fabulous little linen set. Okay, this is actually by the brand Helsa. If you're interested in shopping anything today or just looking at REVOLVE in general, the shopping button is on the screen. It'll be highlighted somewhere here, or you can also go to the link in the description to shop. REVOLVE is one of the few places that Helsa as a brand is available. The styles are great. Just for some context, Helsa is Elsa Hosk's label, and my gosh, does she know what she's doing. This is what's next on my little wish list. I love this pink striped set. You know I love a set for the summer. Is this to do with safari? No, it's not, Cassie. Am I just obsessed with it and I wanted to share? Yes. Anyway, so I thought safari, hello, this beautiful thick linen. Look at the length of the cuffs as well. You can do just a little bit of this on the cuff. You're gonna undo a button, zhuzh it up a bit, give it a bit, make it a little bit sexy even, okay? And then you have the matching little tailored shorts with the pleating, and they have little turn up as well. So you can definitely wear it like this as a matching set. You can wear them separately. Imagine this with like a statement belt or a chain belt with lots of hardware, or even just all of this, which is like a fab statementy gold necklace, gold hoops. The possibilities are endless. This also comes in white, I believe, but let me show you another way. For another vibe, you can do a little half in, half out, okay? I just tucked in half here to change things up a bit, okay? You could even wear it all out, and have a little bit of like, listen, if you see it, you see it, and if you don't, you don't, right? Imagine both hands in. This with a heel, cute. This with sandals, gallivanting around for the summer. Also, wonderfully appropriate, and it's linen. I have a small/medium on the top, and then the shorts are a small. Another safari piece that I wanted to highlight is this Simkhai dress. I mean, this is a one and done safari situation. You want to nail the trend, you can't be bothered to think too much about it. Brilliant. Zip this little dress on. It looks put together. You do it with a sandal, you can do it with a heel, you can do it with a pair of trainers, whatever your vibe is. Here's a little bit more of another interpretation of safari, but she's still giving utility. Do you see her pockets? They have uses. One of this pocket could maybe be used for the binoculars, and the other one for small treats for an elephant, okay, that you see on your safari travels. This top is from A.L.C. This is an extra small, and I like the fact that also it's like a little bit sheer, a little bit sexy without being sort of like overtly like, hello. And the skirt is from Aexae? How would we pronounce this? Aexae. I have swimsuits from them that I really, really like. So I saw that they did clothes now, and I was like, hello. Really, really cute. The colours are giving safari. Once again, we could do it with statement belt. But do you want to know what else you could do? Is a pop of colour in the bags or the shoes. The skirt is a medium. And here we go. Two different interpretations of how to do safari in a way that feels a little bit more wearable. And thank you so much to REVOLVE for sponsoring this part of the video. A trend that I shall not be involving myself in is Miu Miu's surfer vibe that they're giving us for this season. We're looking at sort of neoprene swim briefs of sorts, those colourful cords, that not only have they put on bags as little bag charms and, you know, little things to zhuzh up, but also as anklets on sandals. The sandals sort of look like they should be somehow tethered to a surfboard, whereas we've gone from the plains of Africa with safari. This one, it's really taking us to the shores of California. My gosh, write a book, Cassie. The most elaborate details going on here. In all honesty, Miu Miu's surfer thing that they have going on here, that oddly involves polo shirts. We're going to get back to polo shirts through another trend, but a polo shirt and surfing doesn't really. But anyway, this is not my problem. It reminds me of Abercrombie from like back in the day, and I cannot get over that. My mind is not hurdling over that jump, let me tell you. I just look at it and I think, my gosh, where is the dim lighting and the club music and being assaulted by scents in the nose, you know? It's fine, it's not really a vibe I myself are going after. The shorts seem to either be too short or they're sort of doubled up shorts. I will say I do enjoy the board short of it all. I'm liking a longer short. Once again, we're going to get back to that. Generally, I'm happy to leave it alone. Going back into the shorts though, a Bermuda short. Never in my life would I thunk that I would sit here, collar popped, in 2024 and tell you I'm quite enjoying a Bermuda short. I was always like, you know, a little 5-inch short, middle of the thigh, cutting off all of that business. No, give me to the knee. Jorts is a trend that is viral on TikTok. People are loving the denim long short, not really a Daisy Dukes anymore sort of thing. They're long, they're baggy. I do think that it's sort of taking after jeans trends in general. You know, the skinny jean isn't really like in, though it's definitely sort of moving to be more in. But, you know, it's more about relaxed, baggy jeans, wide leg, and that has followed through most definitely into shorts. Personally, I think I've always been a little bit shy of the Bermuda short because I'm 5'4". I'm like, it cuts me off halfway. I've not got a lot of leg to work with to begin with, so why am I shortening it? And it's been an interesting little experiment to see the kinds that suit me for a casual look and the kinds that I would like to wear with heels. So I have my dark park, sort of very safari as well. Come on, Cassie. Shorts that I wore recently with heels. I think that they do cut me off with a trainer situation, but with a heel, I really like it. It feels a bit casual but cool. However, I also randomly picked up a Versace men's silk short that is, again, Bermuda short length, and I love wearing that casually because I think it's cut straight and it doesn't have the sort of flare out. I think as soon as it has a flare out, I want to do it with a heel, and if it's straight, I'm fine with it being with a sneaker. I don't understand how my mind works either, but somehow we're here. The existence I could do without are bubble hems. I can't get behind it. I don't know what it is. And like, I'll see the odd person rock it and I'm like, I don't understand how you've done that, but that was quite a feat and good for you. Because I look at it and it's the sort of volume at the hem of the skirt or dress that's wider than the rest of it, but not in like a cute skater skirt way that has movement. It just is like boomph. And it makes me think of the 80s. It makes me think that, okay, well, the only thing that I'm missing from this bubble skirt here is a bad prom dress and blue eyeshadow. Like, I don't understand. Once again, I think I have an issue mentally with getting past certain things. The Abercrombie of Miu Miu, and now the 80s of the bubble skirt. It's also, I think that it's also just not a style that I would gravitate towards because it's very girly, and while I do like to do the odd very girly thing, there has to be an element of this. I'm trying to justify it and I can't. I'm trying, and it's just not for me. Bubblicious, but not for Cassie. And I mean, this isn't something that like in some quiet little corner of the internet is having a moment. Kate, Brandon Maxwell, Akenvas, to name but a few brands that have come out, Schiaparelli even, had a bubble skirt. However, of course, the way they did it, I could 100% get behind. Do I have the bravery to pull off such a look? No. However, don't you think that that would be such a cute look for like a very chic maternity shoot? If anybody is looking to do a pregnancy shoot and has Schiaparelli disposable income, do that, because that is wildly chic. Anyway, we've gone down a rabbit hole there. As as an English girl with no ties, seemingly, to anything Western, I'm really enjoying the Western trend. And again, also as somebody who has never thought like, oh, one day maybe I'll buy a pair of cowboy boots. All of a sudden, I'm very enamoured by the whole Western trend. It's called cowboy or cowgirl core on the internet, on TikTok and whatnot. Obviously, Beyonce's last album was all of this, and she was pulling the most fabulous of Western-inspired looks. Louis Vuitton men's current collection for Spring/Summer 2024 under Pharrell is all sort of Western-themed. I always thought that I wouldn't necessarily be interested in this trend, but I think there's elements of it that I'm really enjoying. For example, all of a sudden, who was here watching for a Balmain shirt to go even cheaper in the sale because it's like a black sheer shirt and then it has this yoke design on it that's Western inspired. And I was like, oh, I like how they've done that because it's kind of sexy, but it's still sort of in this Western trend and it's easy to style. I have never looked at such pieces before. And there's various little elements of this trend that you can adopt and be a part of in case you don't want to just, you know, be out here in a pair of Wrangler jeans and a white shirt and a cowboy boot and a hat. Though you can do that. I mean, that's a very sort of classic look. But obnoxious belt buckles. This is a way to do it. And yes, you can do it with like, you know, an oval belt buckle and maybe there's horns or a horse involved or whatever. Louis Vuitton men's is doing this because of their collection. But also the Kate belt that I bought over Christmas very much suits into this trend. You've got a lot of hardware there, just pulling everything in, giving another accessory to add a pop to a look, which I enjoy. Western boots. Whilst I didn't think I would ever buy a pair, look who went and bought Chanel's version of a pair that once again she will be bringing out for autumn-winter. I again think that this is a trend that we will be seeing a lot of in autumn-winter, right? The double denim of it all. Denim shirt, just like the first two buttons is done, the rest of it open, hands in pockets, with jeans and a heel. That's a chic look. That's nice. You know, double denim can be done, the Canadian tuxedo, as they say. And obviously, hats. And whilst I am still very much on my hat journey, I have not graduated to cowboy level of hat, but this is very much a trend that we will be seeing more of. I really sort of feel like it's just getting started. Speaking of jeans, barrel leg jeans, I can't. These are basically jeans that sort of, they're like slim on the hip and then they bow out into a barrel shape. One thing I've never sort of thought when I've put on an outfit is that like, oh, I would love a sort of circular silhouette happening from the hips down. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't. It's also the fact that it's not like baggy on the inside and bows out. So you would just sort of give this slouchy. It's very distinctly barreled and then the inside is very straight. I've been on my little jeans journey. I was very much a staunch skinny jeans till I die girl. I have since managed to push myself along a bit. I like a nice little wide leg. It's got to be the right one. I like a nice little straight leg. This is one type of jean that I do not see myself graduating towards, okay? And I am more than fine with that. I don't like it. There's something about it that makes me think of a clown. Court jester. I'm trying to rid myself of the word flattering. Would we call these flattering? Do they need to be flattering? No, Cassie. Half of these videos is just me arguing with myself, okay? Yeah, it's a no. I don't think I've ever seen it done nicely. The next one I'm going to call Sporty Spice. And as somebody who has never had, shall we say, the talent for sport or physical activity, it's ironic that I enjoy this trend so much. I love a sporty edge to a look. I love, let's take those polo shirts back from Miu Miu and their sort of surfer vibe and let's put it into this category. Sign me up, I love a good collared shirt. Collared polo shirt. A little Polo Ralph Lauren moment. I love the preppiness that it brings. But I also love the fact that obviously we're seeing tennis core at the moment and those cute little tennis dresses. Casablanca is a brand that does this very well and has been for the last few years, and I feel like it is honestly simply a matter of time before I turn up here in tennis whites and, you know, talk to you about some ridiculous goings on in the world of luxury fashion. Something about it, I don't know if it's maybe because I am so far removed from sport that I'm like, ooh, fun little cosplay. I don't know. But I think that it's comfortable. I think that it's fun. And even in just very, very simple ways, you can adopt, even if it is just putting a collared short sleeve top on with something that you would usually just wear with like a white t-shirt. It just gives, again, it's like an almost smart twist to a look, but it doesn't come across as serious. Let's talk jelly shoes. The Row mesh jelly shoes have been everywhere. These are the Mara shoes. They've sold out. They're like $800. They are plastic. They come in red, blue, clear. I think that's possibly it. And also the Rose clear flip-flops. Basically, the Rose jelly shoes have been wildly popular this summer. And whilst I've seen them on people and been like, that looks really cool, can I get around the fact that they look like those mesh sleeves they sometimes give you around like glass bottles, like champagne bottles at supermarkets, or the foam mesh sleeve on a pair that sometimes you would see. I just sort of feel like my foot just looks like I've just slid into one of those, you know? And once again, I can't get around it. When it comes to also like flip-flops and designer flip-flops, only certain ones justify themselves to me. Like, you have to be bringing something a little bit fun and fabulous with the design for me to justify not just buying another pair of Havaianas, you know? I like the Poochie ones. I like that they're sort of like padded with the Poochie print on them. Great. But like a clear the Row flip-flop, I'm okay. So I continue life without a pair of jelly shoes. The last trend is boho. This is another trend that I doubt I will be participating in anytime soon. It is coming back hugely for autumn-winter 2024. Really, I mean, one of the biggest brands to do this is Chloe. They have a new creative director. It's giving very boho. It's giving flouncy, chiffon, billowing in the wind, traipsing behind you as you walk through the streets of wherever you are. One with an over-the-knee leather boot, right? She looks like she's whimsical, like she takes life as it comes. She doesn't make plans, but somehow life works out for her. That kind of, you know, she wears sort of very lightly waved, semi-crimped hair. Would have loved to have gone to Woodstock back in the day. You know, it's sort of like hippie-ish, boho. I'm not participating in this trend, and I want us to look at each other in our eyes and tell me that you're surprised that I'm not jumping onto this. It's not me, okay? I don't really see aspects of this in any which way that could be me. Even if you think of these sort of oversized, you know, those round grommetsy belts that are sort of low slung on the hip over a cotton dress or something like that, that's not me, okay? That's not gonna happen. Can't see myself getting involved. Can I see myself looking on, going, I like maybe an aspect of it, like I think Sienna Miller's been killing it. But I can't personally get myself involved in it. So there you go. What trends are you participating in? What trends are you saying kindly thank you, but no? Thanks again to REVOLVE for sponsoring part of this video. I'm going to leave a link to another video over here in case you haven't already seen it. Have an amazing morning, afternoon or evening wherever you are. And in the words of my father,
if you've enjoyed it, tell your friends. If you haven't, keep your mouth shut.
I'll see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye, guys.